Mary Tudor, Queen of France, is often believed to be the most beautiful Tudor. Yet finding her real face and looks is often difficult, and plenty of her depictions have issues which public is unaware of. Telling you in detail would take an hour. But allow me to give you shorter summary. Mary's brown hair in so-called marriage portraits is result of darkening of pigments, not her actual hair color. Some say she had blue eyes and blonde hair like her mother, but even that is not accurate. Because Elizabeth of York herself didn't have such looks. Her hair was between strawberry blonde and light red. Her eyes are the brown or brown-grey variant of hazel. And while these depictions would make you believe mother and daughter indeed shared hair color, this type of depiction is misleading. The looks of daughters are based upon looks of their mother. And no matter if girl died as infant, she is depicted as an adult. Also, Mary would be only 6 to 12 years old when these were created, a child or teen, and her hair color could have changed slightly as she grew older. As Queen of France, Mary is definitely depicted with light red hair. And period record also says she had red hair and grey eyes. And that she was slender, tall, and her only fault was that her brows were too light. Which is quite common issue red-haired people have. Mary's tomb was opened in 1784 and some locks of her hair were taken. Of course, the focus is on alleged blonde lock from Moses Hall Museum. Not the other two. I cannot show you the pictures due to copyright, but I can show you the color schemes of these locks. Moses Hall lock is not even blonde. It's strawberry blonde and suspiciously close shade to hair of the other Mary Tudor. The other two locks clearly belong to same head. They have red undertones, and could belong to red or reddish-brown head. Then there are the alleged betrothal portraits meant for Charles V. They are heavily disputed with some false assumptions presented as solid evidence, and I will get to them in another video. Mary was also drawn while Queen of France. But did you know there are at least 5 of these sketches and nobody knows which is the original? 1 sketch is in Italy, 2 in United Kingdom and 2 in France. Unfortunately, I cannot show you 2 sketches due to copyright reasons, but I can explain to you why they are not most prominent candidate anyway. One of the sketches is attributed to François Clouet, son of Jean Clouet. Both were artists in French court. But François was child when Mary was in France, and his sketch is quite crude. Like practice sketch. Furthermore, some texts speak of lost sketches of Mary by Jean Clouet, the father, and one of the sketches is labeled as by his follower, meaning it's a copy done after his work. And since this version is one of the 2 in Ashmolean Museum, and they know it is not the original, it's unlikely they would miss it in case of the other. Hence it's the 2 French drawings which seem as most likely candidates. But not just because of excluding the others. It's because they both have text with old version of letter S, which stopped being used during 16th century. But which one of them is it? In my opinion, neither. My problem with this version is that I don't get how copies of it could end up with way more prominent ala of the nose. And the last drawing is not even a real drawing. It's a print of this drawing. I don't know where it is located. I found it online on this webpage, without source. But this could be our original. The hair in this sketch seems quite yellow, indicating strawberry blonde, and the eyes are not grey, but clearly brown-grey variant of hazel. It bears very big resemblance to Woburn Abbey version of the marriage portrait. Hence my conclusion is that Mary probably had hair between strawberry blonde and light red. An eyes grey or brown-grey variant of hazel. So maybe there is something about Mary's resemblance to her mother after all. If you are interested in where this painting is located, you have to ask Alison where. She posted it on Pinterest without source. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if so, leave a comment, give it thumbs up and subscribe.